What's up, Reddit fanatics? Are you ready to get into the best of the week's stories? Here at ThreadTalk Podcast, we've sorted through the top rated stories for the last week, and we're going to read those through. Categories coming at you are going to be Am I the Asshole? Today I Fucked Up, Petty Revenge, AITAH, Best of Reddit Updates. So I'm here with my beautiful wife, Teresa. I'm one of your co-hosts, Denver, and let's get rolling.
Great intro.
Thank you.
Great job. Okay, who wants to go first?
That's you. All you.
Oh, me. And just to reiterate, we are also blind reacting to these ones. We simply just picked, the best of the week, and we're blind reacting with you guys.
Usually when it's our themed episodes on Tuesdays, we'll find the stories for them. We'll read them. We'll make sure they're good. And then just the other person's blind reacting. But we're going off of people voting. And that's what's making these episodes so interesting. They can be really lighthearted, and sometimes they can get dark and scary because it's all about like whatever is the top voted in that category. It's kind of cool. I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. So give it to me. What you got?
Am I the asshole for evicting my girlfriend of 3 years?
Ooh.
This one's coming from AITAH, posted 6 days ago with 13,000 upvotes. I am 33. I received an inheritance when I was 24 and used it to buy a condo in downtown Vancouver. Canadian! A short walk away from where I work. Stephanie is 28. We started dating 3 years ago and she has been living here for the last 2 years. As I own the place outright, I don't charge her rent. I also make much more, so I pay for pretty much everything else too. Saturday morning, about a month ago, she told me she was going to a family dinner. Her parents live about an hour away. In the time we have been together, I have gone with her to family dinners about 30 to 40 times over the last 3 years. But this time I wasn't invited. She told me they were having a family meeting to discuss what to do with Grandma, who was showing signs of dementia. Her brother and aunt from out of town were coming too. I own a car and she wanted to borrow it. So she leaves in the afternoon. Around 10 p.m. I get a text that she had a few glasses of wine with her mom and is going to spend the night. Next morning around 10 a.m., she's still not home. She's not answering my calls or looking at my texts. So I call her mom, who tells me she's not there and there was no family dinner. So what really happened? Around noon, someone is buzzing me from the entrance of the building. It's her. I buzz her in. First thing she tells me is she lost her keys, which included the fob to enter the building, the key to my apartment, and the key to my car. She also doesn't know where my car is. Turns out she went clubbing with a friend. They met a group of 3 guys and decided to go home with them. Stephanie was drunk, so allowed one of these 3 guys to be the driver of my new car. When they arrived at one of their places, my car was parked in a no parking area and later towed. It was parked at a bus stop in downtown Vancouver. Stephanie believes she did nothing wrong as she didn't park the car. She also says she didn't have sex with any of the guys, just her friend did. She was just there to make sure her friend was safe. She doesn't even know the name of the guy that has the keys or how to contact him. That she had no choice but to lie to me because I don't like going to clubs. Was I wrong for evicting her? Her entire family thinks I am.
Okay. No.
That's the wrong question.
I mean, he kind of skipped a part. I feel like there's a little bit more story in between like that and just was I wrong for evicting her? Like,
did you break up?
Yeah, like tell me more about like how it went down that you evicted her. Like, you say pack a bag and get out? Just give me something. I feel like there's just a little bit missing there.
Why is that the question?
I don't know. I feel unsatisfied just with that ending. I was like, wait, snap real quick.
Right?
Was I wrong for evicting her?
Why is it about eviction and not breakup? I'm confused.
I think they're both, one, they're synonymous.
Sure, I guess.
They're both put together. So, yeah. Oh, man. It's one thing if you lied about, had a few glasses of wine with my mom and you did decide to go out to the club after and you didn't want it. That's like one lie, not a good lie. But the fact that you made up this whole family dinner, grandma's dementia, my brother and aunt from out of town are coming in too. Way too much. Like,
right? All of those details. She's a professional liar.
Yeah, way too much. Like, even if you went to the family dinner and your friend's like, hey, let's go clubbing, and you're like, oh, I know you won't want to, so you're gonna lie. That's like still not good.
Yeah.
Bad, but the level of bad I feel like is 10 times worse with how layered this lie was.
It was methodically done.
Yeah. Okay. The fact that you went through all of this beginning lie. Also, I don't believe you when you say, "Oh, only my friend hooked up with them and everything." Like,
Yeah.
there's so much that happened where, like, I'm not gonna count that out. I'm not gonna be over here being like, "Oh, I know you cheated on me." It's here nor there. Doesn't matter. So much lying has happened that I'm out.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if you slept with them or
Does
not.
at this point, doesn't even matter. You lost my car. You let a stranger drive
It
my
couldn't have
car,
gone worse
and
for
then you
her.
lost my car.
Couldn't have gone worse.
But, like, how dumb are you? But, like, why would you take your car out to a club, get
Knowing you're
shit-faced
drinking.
wasted,
Yeah.
drink, knowing that you drove there? What was your plan, to leave the car in the club's parking lot or
Right? You live in
something?
Vancouver. Ubers exist.
Exactly. So what was your plan? But also, he bought a condo downtown Vancouver, so it's a short walk from where he lives. Saturday morning, she says she needs to go to a family dinner. Her parents live about an hour drive away. So wait, why did she even need to take the car if she wasn't going to the family dinner? If she wasn't going an hour away and she ended up in a club in downtown Toronto,
She left in the afternoon too. What was she doing from
what
the
was she
afternoon
doing if
to
there
like
was no family
11
dinner?
p.m.?
Suspicious. I feel like she went out to Side Piece's place, hung out with him, and then they wanted to go into a club in downtown Toronto. But like
Vancouver.
Vancouver, I'm from Toronto. I make everything about Toronto apparently. Yeah, just the lies stacked on top of each other. Just yeah, this is 100% breakup, kick out worthy. Like, and you took my car to do it all. Like, why? But like also like it lines up that if you're dumb enough to like do these actions, you're dumb enough to go to a club, get shit faced drunk, and not know what your getting home plan was. Like
Yeah.
with that car, I would never, when I lived outside of Toronto, drive to downtown in any city if you live outside of it with the intention of going to get wasted at a nightclub
Right.
when I can't drive home.
She is like both the epitome of type A and type B. She has like both characteristics. She planned everything out methodically. Like,
Yeah.
my brother's coming into town for this family meeting. My grandma has
grandma's dementia.
Okay, cool.
How do
Then
you
plan
like
B, no, sorry, type B, she's like, I'm gonna drive, don't know where I'm gonna put my car, don't know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. I'm just gonna ignore all of his texts.
live in the
What if
moment?
he looks at, like, what if he tries to contact me? What
Yeah.
if he contacts my mom? Doesn't even think about that stuff. Like, you're like, she's so prepared and unprepared at the same time. I'm getting whiplash.
What was your next plan? The next time you've been dating for 3 years. So the next time you'd have like a family together with the boyfriend and he goes, "So what's happening
How's
with
grandma?
How's grandma's dementia?
How's grandma?
How was the
That's-
family dinner that you guys had?" How?
Exactly.
Lying is mentally exhausting. I
Would you know?
I do know. I would know. Yeah, because
Huh.
when I was like 19 or something, I can't remember what it was. It was a movie, TED Talk, something. I forget what it was, but it was something. And the guy was talking about how lying is so tiring for your life because you're always going to be wondering if you're found out. You're always if you lie to your boss at work about something, every time you go have a conversation, every time he pulls you and he's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you," you're going to be like, "Is this where he finds out? Is this where he finds out?" You're going to create this anxiety in your life, wondering when you're going to be found out for that lie that you created. So he's like, if you want a peaceful life, don't lie. And the reason you should just not lie is because it's so much stress on you just
Yeah.
wondering when you're going to get found out. If you steal something, am I getting caught? Did I get caught? You're like have this anxiety just from building on your lie. And then you got to double down on a lie. And then eventually you're all lied out.
Yeah. It's a full-time job. Be a liar.
Yeah. I watched, there's a new show that came out on Amazon. I didn't think you'd want to watch it, so don't harp on me for watching a new show without you. But it's called
Okay.
It was called Chad Powers.
Haven't heard of it.
When we
You're safe.
when we went, what's that chicken store you wanted to try in the States?
Canes?
Canes. When we tried Canes, there was a poster of Chad Powers on the door for
Okay.
advertisement. And then it came out on Prime and I wanted to watch it. It was about football. So I didn't think you would want to watch it.
I'm good.
But basically this disgraced football player, his dad has prosthetics in the movie industry and he wears them and he goes to an open tryout at college football level and he has to become this whole other person. And there's a person helping him. And he's like, everything you say to these people becomes Chad Powers canon. Then you have to live by every single freaking lie that you told. So he's like, don't tell so many lies.
Hmm.
And then after the day, he's like, why would you say that? He's like, oh, I don't know. But it's the same thing. Like, you create this anxiety with one lie. You got to live up to that lie. And then you create another lie to get yourself out of your lie, and eventually you get fucked.
Messy.
Like, she is getting fucked here.
Yep. Top comment says, "Are you kidding? Not the asshole. Lying to you to get wasted with random people at the club? So much so that she has no idea where your car was? Does she respect you at all? And if you believe all of her friends were all having sex and she was just sitting there, I'm sorry, but highly doubtful. And lastly, to see nothing wrong with all of this, that's almost the biggest issue. She sounds like a train wreck. Her and her family are only bumming because she can't freeload anymore."
Literally, she's freeloading off you. Like, she doesn't have a car. You're paying. You pay for the condo.
Why is her family getting lumped into that, though?
Oh, because at the end it says, "Was I wrong? Her entire family thinks I am.
Oh.
Was I wrong for evicting her? Her entire family thinks I am."
Yeah, but that doesn't really lead to
Listen,
they're bumming off of him.
if you can get away with kicking her out with having to give like a legal tenancy notice and stuff, and she's just willing to go, fuck, good on you, bud. Because that could be a nightmare of being like, now your ex-girlfriend is your roommate because you can't technically legally evict her.
Right.
But if she doesn't know her tenant laws and she's willing to just leave, wow, good on you.
So there are a couple edits. Seems to be some confusion in the replies. Yes, she was also dumped, not just evicted.
Okay, good.
Yes, I am aware it's unlikely she sat in the living room overnight while only her friend had sex with these guys.
Agreeable.
Yes, I got the car back, obviously. It's a new car. I'm not donating it to a tow company. Called the police and they told me the number of the towing company, picked it up an hour later. Police also confirmed this would not be considered a stolen car. Her fob to the building was simply deactivated and not replaced. I have 3 fobs now instead of 4. Door lock to my unit was replaced for free by my building. All locks must be matching on each door, and they had to supply replacements. Car rekeying is in the process and not cheap.
Yeah, if you live in a condo building, you would have to get them to replace your door lock because the master key needs to be able to open all of them, and they need to look all the exact same. So you have to go through your condo board for that.
It was slightly less than 2 years she lived here, probably closer to 20 months, so she isn't entitled to any of my home equity. According to my government-issued assessment value of my place, it went down last year as well. Yes, she paid for the tow. Did so without me asking. We went to get the car, she paid. I have received a parking ticket in the mail that I paid, that she will pay me for. She has agreed to pay for the car rekeying. This is why it has not been done yet, as it is very expensive. Stephanie and her friend have been trying to find the keys. I really don't think they knew these guys prior or have any way to contact them.
Yeah, I mean, all I can reference is BMW. I think it'd be like $500 to rekey your car, minimum. Okay, so okay. My original set, I was like, she purposely went to like hang out with some side piece, but I think it more likely is drunk stupor, because
Stupor?
Yeah, I don't know. Because if you were potentially meeting up with somebody, you'd have that person's contact information to get the keys with. No contact information lines up with, we just met these people at the club. Also, if you met them at the club, why were they driving the car? They were probably wasted too.
Right?
Imagine you just like...
So reckless.
Imagine...
Like, you're driving your boyfriend's brand new car.
Yeah.
That he doesn't even know you're using, like, to go to the club, and you're gonna let a stranger drive it.
This stranger is laughing.
Right?
The stranger is laughing at them for allowing him to drive it.
Yeah.
He's laughing at the boyfriend for allowing for him being able to drive it. It's a crazy situation. That's insanity. Wow. I'm shooketh. What a good start to this episode.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. Back to me. Wait, imagine the guy with like a keys to a brand new car. He's just like got these like keys, and he's like, what do I do with them?
The jackpot.
I don't know how to give them back to the person. The car's towed. The car's gone. I just have keys.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do with them.
Nope. Throw them out.
Yep. The new cars, they should have like little trackers. Just like every new remote should like link up with my cell phone, so I could do like the beep beep, like AirPods, AirPod noises. Cars should have that function on them. The car keys should have that function. All right, over to me. Okay, so this one is coming from Am I Overreacting? It was posted 5 days ago and has 33,000 upvotes.
Oh.
But it is an update one. So I went through and I found the original post. The original post was 2 days prior and had 18,000 upvotes. So, am I overreacting? My husband doesn't want me to wear my wedding dress in public.
Huh.
I was married in 1989, wearing a gorgeous 100% 1980s sequined beaded wedding gown complete with over-the-top giant shoulder pads. I love my wedding gown so much that I put it on every year on our anniversary and wear it all day long. I've done laundry, dishes, vacuumed in that dress, feeling like a princess. This year, I want to wear it out to our anniversary dinner, and my husband doesn't want me to. Yes, I may look a little crazy to people, but I don't really care. We live in Las Vegas, and there are crazy looking people everywhere you look. Should I listen to my husband or wear my gorgeous wedding gown and look like a crazy person?
Oh, not gonna lie, I'm on the husband's side.
Not gonna lie either. I kind of am. There's actually photos. So if you're on YouTube, you're seeing them. If you're on Spotify and you're like, I want to see the photos, come over to our YouTube channel and you'll be able to see them. Or if you just click the link down below, you can get the link directly to the Reddit story. It's definitely a 1980s unmistakably wedding dress. So people are gonna think you're out for wedding photos when you're wearing it. Yeah, I would agree.
Is your husband gonna wear a tux? Like,
Yeah.
is one gonna be underdressed?
I'm torn on this because
I kind of am too, because they also live in Vegas.
they live in Vegas. They could get away with
could
it
get away with
more than
it.
any other city.
Yeah,
Like if you're
exactly.
gonna be able to get away with it where you're not that crazy, Vegas is the city.
Right? It's
That
less embarrassing.
100%. But it would be very odd out in public to see somebody like just at a restaurant having dinner in their wedding dress. But on the flip side, why the fuck not? Why can't you?
Free will.
And she literally says, look like a crazy person. There's crazy people everywhere you look. She's like, yes, I may know I look a little crazy. Hey, at least she owns it. At least she's not like, hey, this is perfectly normal. Why can't I? My husband's being unreasonable. At least she recognizes, she's like, this is a little odd, but I still want to do it. If I was that husband and that was you and you're like, hey, I recognize it's not normal. It's kind of crazy, but I want to. I got your back. I would support you.
See, I wouldn't. I wouldn't support
That's
you.
also very true. If I was like, hey, I got this like Halloween costume or something that I want to wear in April, we're not going out in public like that.
Yeah, absolutely not. I would definitely say no. Like, that's my personality. I care too much about what people think. And yeah, this like, if you're doing it by yourself, okay, cool, but like, is it wrong of me to be like, well, I don't want to be embarrassed by you?
Right? But I don't know. This is crazy. Kind of tough. So the top comment says, people are going to assume that you just got married. Maybe you'll get a freebie dessert.
Sure, but I don't know. I feel like this is a scenario you kind of have to have your partner's permission. Oh my gosh, I never thought I'd say that. Like, you have to have your husband's permission to
Whoa.
something that you're wearing. But like, I just know, like, if you did something like this, I would be like, I'm not going out.
It would ruin the mood
It's
for
their
you.
anniversary.
It would ruin
it's
the
not
night for
only
you.
about you.
Like it would put you in such a bad mood.
Yeah, it really would.
It would be, you'd be distraught.
I
Like
think,
you'd be
like,
walking on the other side of the street to get away from me.
I wouldn't have dinner with you. I'd be having dinner on the other side of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Separate tables.
So somebody replies to that and says, when we got married, we just had a tiny reception dinner. 10 of us around a single hotel restaurant table. I got up between entree and dessert to go to the bathroom. A little girl with other hotel guests and aged about 10 squealed, "Oh, a bride!" Like I was an enchanted fairy or something. She was awestruck. I don't think she'd ever seen a bride in real life before. OP, please wear your dress out to dinner, and I hope the little girls squeal in delight at the sight.
Like, that's very cute and great. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying don't be yourself, but I think if it were me, like me, I wouldn't be okay with it.
And I'm like, yeah, girl, fucking rock it. Like, okay, they've been married for since 1989. It's
Taylor Swift's year.
2025. So 36?
Yep.
So 36 years she's been married and she hasn't worn out in public. Go off, girl. You've held it in long enough. Like
You held it in.
she fucking loves it. She wears it every year. She does her dishes in it and she still hasn't got it super dirty. She's like, I wear it all day at home. He shouldn't be surprised if she wants to take it in public once. About time. He should handle it 1 year. He should put up with it.
I love this energy you're bringing. I really do. I respect it.
Yeah. Okay, so there is an update that comes in 2 days later. If you did not see the original post, this will not make sense. But if you did and are curious, here's the beginning and end of my gown dilemma. 2 days ago, I walked downstairs and said to my husband, "Hey, I have an idea. What if I wear my wedding gown to dinner?" He looked up, kind of chuckled, smiled, and said, no, I don't think so. I kind of laughed and went back upstairs. That was it. A few hours later, I was scrolling through Reddit and said to myself, "Princess," because that's what I call myself. I wonder what people here think. I grabbed the picture, wrote a 30-second text, and hit post. Since my philosophy has always been, if you make yourself a target, people are going to throw darts at you, and some of those darts are going to stick. And since I had just made myself a big old target, I held my breath because I was sure I knew that was coming. But I was so very wrong. First, I was shocked by the sheer number of replies, then overwhelmed by the amount of positivity, then touched by the many, many truly heartwarming stories that people took the time to share. When I told my husband, he laughed and said, "You have got to be kidding. Why? Wait, did they see your dress?" And all of those people answered, "That's insane," and kept laughing. He did, however, listen as I read some of the stories to him. So thank you for the insane amount of positive comments. Thank you for the genuine concern and thoughtful advice. Thank you for the tuck suggestions. Thank you for the great gown transformation ideas. And yes, thank you for all of the "you're a weirdo" or a psycho or just insane replies. I appreciate everyone and anyone that took the time to reply. My story ends with me wearing my wedding gown all day long, but sadly, not to dinner. However, because of the people here who came up with this idea, my husband said next year he will wear his tux so I can wear my wedding gown and we will go out as bride and groom. He also told Chef about our plans for next year, so I think I'm going to need a wedding cake. I added a picture of me this year wearing my gown. So let the dart throwing begin.
Okay, that's very cute.
That is
really
cute.
cute.
I'm kind of sad that he didn't change his mind.
Well,
but
I think it makes sense because he doesn't have a tuck.
Yeah, and it was on the day. This is 2 days now. This is 2 days after their anniversary, where the post was on their anniversary.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he said no. It was like, I think not.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like they got into a fight about it. He just said, no, I don't think so. And she didn't like argue. She just went back upstairs. So it was more of like a lighthearted post than anything.
Yeah, it seems that way. I know I'm insecure and I'm projecting my insecurities, and I wish I had the confidence this woman does.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I still stand by. I'm just trying to be real. Like I know
real Teresa.
I know I would be embarrassed, and I hate that about me. But that's kind of my reality.
So Top Comment says, "This was wholesome. We look forward to next year's update with your husband and you both dressed up."
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got married this year. For anybody who's new, we got married in Italy in May. And Teresa has a wedding dress. And it's currently sitting on her bedroom in her parents'. What is going to happen with that dress? When are you going to use it? Like, you have this one dress that you buy for this one day of your life where you're only allowed to wear it when you get married and you're never supposed to wear it again. A part of me is like, yeah, go off, wear it out, because like, when else are you going to use it? Like you got it for this one time and you never get to use it again. When are you ever going to wear your wedding dress again?
I'm going to pass it down to Luna.
Wow. I was going to say, even if we did have kids, which is a long shot for us at this point, even if we did have kids, would you really want to pass it down? Do you think your daughter, if you had one, would want your wedding dress? Like,
I would like to think my wedding dress is timeless.
Okay. Did you want your mom's wedding dress for your wedding?
No, my mom's wedding dress wasn't timeless.
Okay, so
yeah, no, I don't know. I'm with you. I don't know. I love my wedding dress. I wish I had another excuse to wear it.
Okay.
But me, I wouldn't wear it to just an anniversary dinner.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Okay. On our anniversary, it's going to be May. We might be around the States. We should go to Vegas for our anniversary next year with our tux and our wedding dress, and we should hit the town.
If it's Vegas, I
We
feel
should
like
hit
Vegas
the
would be
town.
the only place I would do it.
And let's go get married again with Elvis.
Just for funsies?
That would make a great travel YouTube video.
Denver's only thinking about content.
That would be great content. My life is content. I want to get you retired from your job. We need the travel videos to pop off so that we can get you retired from your job. So yeah, I think about content.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Now because you want to see me in my wedding dress again, eh?
I want to wear my tux too, so it'd be like my tuxedo.
Where is your tux? Where is that?
It's in the box I have with all my old work suits. Like my tuxedo, I could wear my tuxedo to like a black tie event or some type of event, somebody else's wedding or something. I could wear my tuxedo again. You'll never pull your wedding dress out.
That's true.
That's sad.
That's true.
A lot of wedding dresses, are bought once and never wore again.
If I didn't have a destination wedding though, I would have 100% rented a dress because I think it's honestly a waste.
It's a smart thing to do.
I would have.
It kind of is a waste.
Locally.
Otherwise,
yeah.
They just stay in the closet.
It's a waste.
They never do anything.
Like I love my wedding dress, but no, seriously, when am I ever gonna wear it again?
We have to like purposely make a time and a reason to like wear it again. You don't just like pull it out on a special occasion.
Exactly.
I think we should though. We should actually make an annual.
Stop giving Denver ideas.
We should make
guys. Reddit.
We should make an annual anniversary video, and we should both dress up and be somewhere new for it every year. I'm down. If you're in, I'm in.
I'm good.
All right, time to move on. Back to you.
Okay. This one comes from Today I Fucked Up, posted 3 days ago with 21,000 upvotes. Today I fucked up by mocking my neighbor's parrot for the last couple of weeks. So I live in an apartment where my walls are thin enough that I can hear my neighbor's TV, phone calls, and unfortunately their parrot. This parrot, very beautiful animal, but makes me want to rip my hair out and do things I am not proud to admit. Let's just say he has become my morning alarm for the last few months. About 2 weeks ago, I started mocking his sounds back. He'd squawk, I'd squawk. He'd whistle, I'd whistle back. We built up a little routine, kind of like distant, angry roommates communicating through bird calls. Sometimes I would even initiate it. Like when I was cooking, I would randomly have a Tourette-like outburst and start squawking loudly. I know this is strange, LOL.
You just cooking?
Not the Tourette's. Yesterday, my neighbor knocked on my door and had a really odd look on her face. Apparently, ever since I started doing my bird banter, her parrot had become obsessed with me. I guess I just wasn't in the mood for bird talk the last couple of days and went silent. She said he paces and screeches when I stop responding. I'm sad. She even showed me a video. It was such an awkward experience. She said he used to have a parrot friend years ago that died, and she thinks it wants some sort of bird companion. Anyway, she asked me to make a couple bird sounds as she put a treat in the cage to see if it would eat. I reluctantly agreed and felt humiliated, of course, but I went through with it. And sure enough, the little fucker started eating and playing. Long story short, it became the object of a parrot's affection, and my neighbor asked if I could talk to him for a few minutes a day. Even gave preferred times if I'm home. I've unintentionally entered a long-distance relationship with a bird.
Holy fuck.
My heart is actually breaking right now.
Bro, you could hear it when you went from it being funny to Teresa being heartbroken.
No, I'm so sad.
The poor little guy. He's like, could you just talk to him for a few minutes a day?
That's actually, no, okay, seriously though, that's actually so sad because he's literally not eating.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
That's so sad.
How about this, neighbor?
He's imprinted on her.
How about you buy another bird? Get him another companion. You got one. I'm sure you can fit 2 birds in the cage.
I don't know if that's not always feasible.
We should get a parrot.
No, I'm good. Yeah, so the cats can eat it?
We put them in a cage. Look how much room we have when the Christmas tree's gone. We have a whole thing there for a bird cage.
Goodbye.
Do you think we could get a bird and then
No.
train it that it always comes back home? And then we when we get to a new destination, we let him out and he gets to go and explore in the skies, and then he comes back into the RV and we travel to the next destination.
I would love to know your first thought as to how to train it.
No idea.
Okay.
What if we we don't need to train it? What if we just give it a home? He makes it home, and then we do that thing where it's you set it free, and if it loves you, it comes back. And we set it free and see if it comes back.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't think parrots are supposed to be not caged animals. I don't think they're supposed to be out in the wild.
I'm pretty sure there's no bird that's supposed to be in a cage.
Okay, wait.
Wow, birds are wild.
But parrots are domesticated.
Are
Okay.
they, or are they captured?
Are parrots domesticated?
Or are they just kidnapped? Bird napped?
No, parrots are not domesticated animals. They are wild animals.
Apparently raccoons, the raccoons are getting domesticated. Apparently a study has come out and it says that raccoons that are more in the rural areas have longer snouts. And the raccoons that have been in the cities more and been living around humans, they are shorter snouts. So, scrap the bird idea. Let's adopt a raccoon. They're
Okay.
basically like a cat. They're like the same size of a cat, but they're kind of cute. They stand on their legs, their two rear legs a little bit more.
You're preaching to the wrong choir, right?
I got to convince Jack?
No.
Okay, because Jack would love a friend.
I am too much of an animal lover. I don't care what it is. If it's not humane, I'm not fucking doing it.
Okay, if there's an opportunity in life where we can rescue and save a dying baby raccoon, we're going to do it.
Why are you excited to come across a dying raccoon?
A living baby raccoon that we can save and nurture and raise, we'll do it.
This is backwards.
It's like those ones who think that they're saving a kitten and it turned out to be a really big panther. Love those videos.
I don't know how that happens.
But when I see a raccoon on TikTok, it makes my heart swell.
Okay, top comment. Bruh, this is like a buddy movie where you forced yourself to be your enemy's best friend. I feel sorry for you, but also good for you. Kind of sucks when you want to be a dick, but make friends instead.
My God, that's so true. It is one of those movies,
buddy movie. I don't know what that is.
Well, I think Invincibles, the villain's name was Buddy or something. I don't know, but
Be your enemy's friend.
yeah, I think that's hilarious. Where you're trying to be like enemies and you just turn into besties. It's great time.
I hope that parrot no longer relies on him.
I hope that
That's
owner
sad.
gets a second bird and gives the parrot some company.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
still don't want to get a bird?
No. Sorry.
All right. This one's coming from Best of Redditor Update. It was posted 2 days ago with 10,000 upvotes. The original post was coming from True Off My Chest, and it was posted October 8th, 2005.
2005?
Sorry. October 8th, 2025. Title is...
Was Reddit around in 2005?
I think so.
20 years ago? No, not a chance.
Pretty sure.
Not a chance.
You want to make a bet?
Yeah.
10-minute foot massage?
10-minute foot massage.
Okay.
Okay.
2 seconds later.
June 23rd, 2005. Let's go! 10-minute foot massage.
Shut up.
Wow. Originally, when I was editing it, I was totally going to clip out my mistake of calling it 2005, but I got to leave it in now.
What?
Love that. You guys want relationship advice from us? Teresa and I, whenever we do these bets where we think of something that one of us thinks we have the right answer, and it's a pretty harmless thing. We bet a 10-minute, sometimes 5 minutes. Teresa's lost a lot. Foot massage, where then at some point in the future, that person can call in their foot massage. Currently, Teresa has a foot massage she can claim from me, and now I have a foot massage I can claim from her.
Well, thank you for being so honest, because I forgot.
You really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would love one.
Okay.
Right now.
Just give them to each other. But you gotta be, if you want a healthy relationship, you gotta be honest about it. You can't just let them forget about their foot massage and you remember. Deep down, you're lying and it's gonna cause anxiety in your own life and you're gonna regret it. So don't do that.
Okay.
All right. So title is My dad died and left £3 million to my two younger brothers, 21 and 23, and I got zero.
Holy crap.
My dad passed away a few months ago, and I learned yesterday he left the whole roughly £3 million estate to my two younger brothers. I got nothing. The reason? I am a woman, and my future husband will provide for me. I'm 27, female, single, and nowhere near getting married. I worked hard to be independent and still got treated like I don't need support because someday a man might do it. My brothers aren't struggling, but they took it without a word. I feel
What?
gutted and angry that even in 2025, my worth to my own family was tied to some sexist idea that my imaginary future husband will take care of me.
I'm gagged.
I'm so sorry, OP, that you this is happening to you. I'm even sorry that like your dad passed away when you're 27. Wow.
But what an asshole he was.
Kind of, yeah. I'm just thinking like, what if he wasn't an asshole besides that one thing and it really took her,
Rest in
really,
peace.
really blindsided her?
No. Bro, this would leave such a sour taste in my mouth for like
Yeah.
the dead. Unfortunately.
That gravestone is never getting cleaned.
No flowers
no
at your grave.
getting dropped off that place. Good.
Oh
So,
my God.
Top comment says, under UK law, you might actually have a case. The Inheritance Provision for Family Independence Act of 1975 lets disinherited children challenge wills that don't make reasonable provision.
Ooh.
If your dad really said, quote, your future husband will provide, that could help your claim. Seriously, cross-post this to Legal Advice UK and they'll point you in the right direction, hopefully. I'm so sorry for your loss, OP. I really hope you get your fair share of the inheritance here. OP replies and says, that is amazing. I had no idea the law might prevent something like this. I'm going to do some research about this and get some legal advice. Thank you so much. You have really given me hope when I genuinely feel at the lowest I've ever been.
Wow. If not for the actual money itself, do it to spite your brothers who just happily took it without even questioning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Love Reddit. Love Reddit. Like, you got a problem in
Coming
life?
together.
Like, when I used to, like, want to know answers to something, I would Google it. I would Google what I want to know and stuff like that. Now, if
Reddit.
I Google what I want to know with Reddit.
At Reddit, yeah.
At Reddit, so that Reddit gives me the answers. Reddit, such a good tool. And it's not even like, when you research and you can't find the answer, you ask your question out there and then someone might be able to, like, help you out.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So
Wow.
another person says, I'm in the same situation with you. The thing that triggered me the most was those persons take it without a single thought. Play as nice person, but only when their benefits is not interfered. In my country, you are eligible to file a case on this.
Okay. English is not their first language.
No. OP replies and says, still early days, so I hope my brothers stand up for me. However, the comments above have offered me some hope that I have a path forward even if they don't.
Yeah.
And then another person says, contact a lawyer and enforce your part. And your dad was an asshole. He has 3 kids, not 2. We are not in Middle Ages where he marries you off to the neighboring landlord's son. You are going to be okay. OP replies and says, it's crazy to me how someone can still have that idea that women are somehow less than men in 2025.
Disgusting.
Okay, I'm actually going to read the comment on the Best of Redditor update before I get into the update. The top comment on the Best of Redditor post says, what's wild is that anyone who has read any book set in the time period Dad's thinking seems to be stuck in here would know that no man who can, quote, take care of in the future is going to marry a woman who has nothing. Her share of that estate is what would have attracted those men to her. If he's going to stick to out-of-date customs, he should at least do it right.
Period.
Dowry.
Period.
Dowry, right? Like when you were
Yes.
marrying off your daughter, the reason that men would marry your daughter is because you were going to get land, the dowry, jewelry, sheep.
Because it has
beef
to benefit them.
Has to benefit them. That's the reason. So that's 100%. Like they would only take her because of her inheritance.
Wow. Quite literally setting her up for failure.
Literally. So it's like, when was this out of date? This don't need the future man will take care of you. Like he's missing it. That never existed like that.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just a fucking asshole. All right, so the post comes a little over 1 month later. I just wanted to share some good news after my last post. After many difficult discussions and advice from numerous kind people here, my brother and I came to an agreement. We're splitting our dad's estate 3 ways equally.
Oh, good.
Once I calmed down and showed them how unfair it felt, they listened. We got some legal advice and found out there was actually a simple way to adjust things properly so everyone was treated equally. They both apologized and said they hadn't realized how hurtful it was at the time. Now everything's being sorted and I'll get my fair share too. I honestly can't thank everyone enough. If I hadn't written that post and read all of your advice and support, I think I would have just accepted it and walked away with nothing. You gave me the push to speak up for myself, and it's made all the difference.
Okay. Well, at least the brothers came around. I
Yeah.
don't know what they didn't realize how hurtful it was.
Buddy,
Can you imagine?
bro, I'd be distraught if I was like
Oh my god.
left out of the will. I don't know. So top comment on that update post says, please have everything documented and in front of your legal representatives. Verbal promises and agreements are good to have, but not bulletproof. And OP replies and says, thanks for the advice. My lawyer has taken care of all of this. Paperwork has been signed and funds are expected to be distributed in the next couple of months.
Amazing.
Someone else says, I remember your story. It was unfair of your father to treat you differently just because you're a woman. I'm glad your brothers were understanding and even apologized for something that wasn't their fault. They seem like good people. Some parents will do anything to ruin sibling relationships. Makes me happy to read it didn't work in your case. Having brothers on your side is priceless. And OP replies and says, I thought this situation was going to break my family, but it shows me how strong it actually was.
That's good.
Damn. Okay.
Wow.
Back to you.
Alrighty. This one comes from Relationship Advice, posted 2 days ago with 3.9 thousand upvotes. My 28 female boyfriend, 30 male, has very weird gift preferences. My boyfriend of 2 years has been amazing in every way, but it feels like it's hopeless when it comes to me trying to be romantic and buying him gifts. When it comes to holidays and birthdays, he buys me very romantic things like flowers, fancy dinners out, experiences like a spa day, and other things that I think are normal gifts. When it comes to me buying him gifts, he has a strict thing where he just tells me ahead of time to buy this because he wants it. I get that's fine since he wants to make sure I'm getting something he likes, but the gifts he asks for are very weird. For example, one time he suggested a gift of a drill kit because his current one was wearing out. Another time, he just wanted a case of specific brand of beer. The last time, which was his birthday, he wanted to buy some vinyl flooring to replace a couple of broken planks, and we went together so I'd pick the right one. Yup, his birthday present for me was a case of vinyl flooring, which he seemed happy to install and then send me pictures after, lol. Can the guys here tell me more about this strange preference? I asked a couple of guy friends, and they actually chuckled and said it's pretty legit. Guy perspective?
Makes no sense to me. I fucking hate telling people what to get me.
I actually relate to this more than you.
I hate people telling me what they want.
Yeah, you do.
I hate buying something. Like the one year for my family, we did a
Secret Santa?
Secret Santa with an Amazon list.
Mm-hmm.
It was the most heartless Christmas I've ever felt.
You just got someone what they asked for on the list.
My sister got me what I had for on the list, and I was just like, I don't like this. When I want something,
I actually get behind that. I can get behind.
When I want something, I generally get it for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it for myself when I want to buy something, unless it's like something like right now we're trying to be a little frugal, and some things that I do want that are a little outside the price range right now, where like I do want them, but we don't really need them. Like DJI just released its new action camera, the Action Camera Pro 6. And it's great, and there's a lot of upgrades.
Anybody wants to get Denver a Christmas and birthday gift.
Yeah, we should start a P.O. box when anyone wants to send us some stuff. It's great. I do want the new camera, but we have a GoPro Hero 10, and it's kind of good enough, except for the fact that when we went in the ocean that one time, it doesn't seem to be waterproof anymore. So if we're going to do any water activities in the future, we do need a new camera. But it's something that's like on my list, and I kind of want it, but I don't really want to buy it for myself. But if Teresa got it for me for Christmas, that'd be a different thing. Same thing with like the DJI Neo 2 drone that just came out. But then Teresa's like, oh, you told me what you want? Nah, I ain't getting that for you anymore.
Exactly. You hate that. So why would I do that?
I do hate that. Especially when people tell me, they're like, oh, I want this. It's like, makes me not want to get it for them.
Yep.
You want to be a good gift giver, you got to keep your eye out. You got to check your partner's second computer screen to see what they're browsing at.
That sounds like cheating.
What are they interested in that they're not buying for themselves, you
That
know?
sounds like cheating. I think the key to the best gift is keeping your ears peeled the
All
entire
year long.
year up
All
until,
year long.
October or whatever. But
Yeah.
once November comes around and they say, "Oh, I want this," no, you don't get it for them.
I know what I'm getting Teresa this year for Christmas. And I just want Teresa to know that my ears have been open all year long.
Interesting.
And I'm going to get her something that she doesn't even realize she wants.
I'm excited.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know what you got me last year in the stocking that was like pump me up.
Yep.
You got me AirPod Pros.
Mm-hmm.
Best gift ever. And I still had like the Beats in-ear headphones. And I don't regret leaving them in the cupboard and not ever using them again because the AirPod Pros are 100 times better. Love that.
Yeah.
And I got you that Apple Watch that one year for our anniversary.
Yeah.
Great. You gotta listen and you gotta keep your ears open and you gotta know. But this is weird to me. This is like just bro. Not all. Also, what I hate, gift cards. I hate gift cards. They're a lazy excuse for a gift. Although I'm having somebody I have to buy a gift for this year for our Kris Kringle, and I'm having a very hard time discovering what I'm gonna get them. Haven't nailed it yet. It's being difficult on me.
You're not getting a
And
gift card.
I can't do a gift card.
You can't.
Even worse than that, was it somebody in high school? The way that they did gifts is they knew exactly what they were getting and what they were opening on Christmas. Their parent would buy it for them in like November, then they would wrap it, and then they knew 100% what was inside the box that they were opening on Christmas. It was odd to me. And then, yeah.
Not every year, but they gave us our TV
Yeah.
a little bit earlier, but they didn't wrap it.
Right?
Yeah.
We got it early too.
I used to be something like this where I would ask for practical gifts. I would ask for like my expensive shampoo, my expensive skincare, like stuff that I needed.
Oh, yeah, I never get you that stuff.
Yeah, but this was like a while ago. This was when I couldn't afford it myself. I was like, I want this expensive shampoo, and yeah. But
Yeah. But this is odd, like especially too, it's like broken planks for the floor. Buddy, you're capable of going to Home Hardware or Home Depot and picking up your old flooring. That's so odd to me. So odd to me.
that one is odd.
Why can't she get him flowers or chocolates or dinners or fancy dinners or experiences like a spa day? Why can't she get stuff like that for him?
He doesn't want it.
Give him like a go-kart day in arcades. Every guy is a child at heart. Take him paintballing.
Was this my story?
Yes.
Okay, top comment says, your boyfriend knows what he wants and is good at communicating that. Remember that when you give a gift. It's about pleasing the recipient, not your expectations of what they should get. My husband is the same way, except he's also terrible at choosing gifts for others too.
No, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Okay, you're half right. This comment is half right. Your boyfriend knows what he's wanting and is good at communicating that. Remember that when you give him gifts. Sure. There's a difference, though, of like, pay attention to what your partner wants and get them what they want. There's a difference between that and him taking her to freaking Home Depot and being like, I want these freaking planks. Let's go check them out at the till. That's so different. I hate people who are like, you need to get me this. And if I told Teresa at the beginning of our relationship, I set the tone at the beginning being like, I want you to get something that you know that I'll like, but I don't want to give it away for you. I'm not giving you my Santa's wish list over here. Like, part of being in the relationship with me is that I'm not going to tell you like exactly what I want for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm also not going to
It's like a fun game.
but I'm also at the same time not going to demand it, and I'm not going to be upset if you don't get me exactly what I want for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the flip side of that is you're in that relationship with somebody who they can't handle a gift that's not exactly what they wanted.
Yeah.
If you want exactly what you want, go buy it for yourself. Gifts are about somebody else's interpretation of what you might find joy in.
I love that.
Yeah, because then you
Wow.
experience like something new as well. So like when you can do that for someone else, when you can get a gift, there's no better feeling. no better feeling in the whole freaking world for
Yes.
birthday, Christmas,
No,
anything.
it's
There's
so
no
true.
better feeling than getting a unique gift for somebody that they
And they
didn't even
love
know
it.
they wanted,
And
and
they
they
love
love
it.
it.
I know.
They're like, that is the best thing. If you can go out and you find something and it just clicks and they're like, yes, I absolutely love it. And they start using it and they use it all the time. Like, there's no better feeling than that. That's like success. And you know what? The reality is you're not going to hit that every single time. It takes hard work to get that, to hit that on the nail. And sometimes, sometimes gifts are misses. It's okay. Try something different the next year.
I would just like to take this time to put some spotlight on me when I gifted you a trip to Vegas for your 30th birthday.
Yes.
Denver's birthday is on Christmas.
That was the best for my 30th birthday. I was going to bring that up. That was the best gift ever. And then how she did it too was like, in the stocking, there was like gambling socks with like, cards on it, poker chips on it. And then one of the gifts was like, or was it in the stocking? It was a Vegas coffee mug.
A mug,
There was like little things like that. And I was like, damn. And then it surprised me the whole trip. How'd you know that I would just die for it?
I mean, that was a pretty easy one.
Who doesn't want to go to Vegas, right? Who's
for
never
their
been?
30th birthday, especially because you get kind of effed because your birthday's on Christmas.
Yeah.
So it was nice to like celebrate your birthday like for a few days afterwards.
I was actually thinking about this the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because like 3 more years and you're 30.
You
So-
can do it when I'm 27.
I can't afford it right now. But I'm like, okay, wait. I need to work out a budget, and then I need to figure out how much I need to put aside every month so that in 3 years we can take you on like a nice flyaway trip. And I was like, how am I going to plan this? Like,
You won't be able to. You
I-
won't be able to without me knowing.
I got
There's
you.
no
I
chance.
came up with some great ideas, and if you guys subscribe and follow and stay along, in 3 years we'll run you through it.
Okay, back to you.
Back to me. All right, so this one's coming from r/am I the asshole, posted 3 days ago with 10,000 upvotes. Am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law to walk her daughter to school? I, 23 female, am a university graduate and live at home with my mother. She owns a house with a mortgage that's been fully paid off. I pay her rent, around half the market rate for our area, and do most of the housework. Me and my mother both work a lot. I work in healthcare and work irregular shift patterns, and my mom is self-employed and occasionally has to travel for work. My brother, 31 male, and his wife, Rose, 31 female, and their daughter, 6 female, moved back into our mom's house on Friday. They got a mortgage on a house, but it turned out to have a lot of maintenance issues. The biggest ones being with their toilet and shower not functioning. Also, their heating isn't working. It's estimated to take at least a month to fix everything, so in the meantime, they're staying here. Rose came to me and asked if I could take their daughter to school, as her school is a 5-minute drive from the hospital. Normally, their neighbor, who has a child the same age, would take her to school, but that's no longer an option. My brother works full-time, and his shifts clash with doing this since he starts at 7 a.m., and he and Rose share a car, as she only works 1 shift a week on Sundays. I told Rose that I can't commit to taking my niece to school every day. She needs to get dropped off at school at 8 a.m., and sometimes I'm doing overnight shifts that don't finish until 9 to 10 a.m., or I'm doing shifts that start really early in the morning. Rose got a bit upset and asked why I can't just explain to my boss that I need to be available for school drop-off.
What the
She didn't wait for an answer and said she knows it's not that simple, but she needs me to help her. In my job, if you start requesting restricted availability, they will give you way less shifts. I couldn't understand why Rose couldn't walk her daughter to school, as it's a 15-minute walk from her mom's house to get there, with no hills and plenty of safe crossings. Rose and their daughter don't have any health conditions that would make this not doable. I asked Rose why she couldn't walk her daughter to school, and she says it's too far to walk with a young child. I showed her the distance on Google Maps. I assumed she wasn't aware of how close it was, and she reiterated that it was too far. I said to Rose that I think it's her best option, but I cannot take her daughter to school every day. Later that day, my mom told me that Rose came to her really upset that I refused to help. My mom said she knows I normally work irregular shifts, but that it'd be a really nice thing for me to do. I feel like I'm going crazy because when I was a kid, I went to the same school. My mom walked me there and back from this house. I said no, and my mom said, that's fine, I understand. Now I've got my brother calling me selfish, and he said it's a small ask that even their neighbor could do it, and I'm refusing. Am I really such an asshole?
Are these people for fucking real?
This one's pretty clear-cut case
Oh
here.
my,
Fucking
are you delusional?
the delusion.
Do you know how an adult job works?
She's like, yeah, exact right? Like, I
What?
don't work the same time. What do you mean ask my boss? Like, this is my shift. It doesn't line up. Figure your own shit out. And even, bro, even if my shift did line up,
I don't have any obligations to walk your daughter to school.
unless I like want time with my nibbling, like I could care less. Like, even if I worked right beside the school and I went to school, my work started the same time at the exact same day, I still have zero obligation. It's your child, your responsibility.
You had the child.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Don't put that burden on me.
The best part is when Rose is like, it's too far of a walk for me. And she's like,
15 minutes, literally 1 kilometer.
I went to the exact same school and my mom walked me there every single day from this fucking house.
1 kilometer is crazy.
I tell my brother to eat shit.
Yeah, quite literally.
I love how at the end the brother's like, it's such a small task that even their neighbor could do it. Well, go ask them.
Go ask the neighbor.
Go ask the neighbor,
oh
dude.
My God.
Like, you have zero respect for like my working hours and everything. Unbelievable. So Top Comment says, not the asshole. If your brother is so adamant that shifting your work schedule is such a reasonable request, tell him to change his own.
Yeah.
As her dad, he should be stepping up. If he can't change his work schedule to accommodate it, why would you be able to? Who gets to leave early for school drop-offs? Your sister-in-law needs to stop being lazy.
Exactly. Use the same logic on him.
It would be one thing if sister-in-law was working and was busy. It would be like, it's still not a reasonable, applicable, or whatever thing to like expect someone to do it, but it would be reasonable to ask if they are able to.
Yeah.
Because you literally aren't able to because you are working full time or if you're doing something. But the fact that it's just too far for you to walk with a young child, I got no sympathy.
That's ridiculous.
I'm all out of sympathy.
No, I wouldn't be able to look at them for the next month. Bro, like my rage would take over.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to have a conversation with them. Be in the same room as them.
The level,
I'd be so mad.
The level of delusion is unbearable.
Yeah.
Someone else comments and says, Rose can drive her husband to work, then she'll have the car to drive the kid. And somebody else replies and says, but then she'll have to wake up earlier on her days off. And that's a selfish thing to expect her to do. Yep. The comments just roast and Rose. All right. Back to you.
Okay. I keep having sleepovers with my friend, but nothing ever happens, and I'm so confused. This one comes from BOR Updates, posted 2 days ago with 3.4 thousand upvotes. Originally posted November 10th, 2025. I, 23 female, have this friend, 24 male. Let's call him Matt. We're both international students. We met during a welcome event for new students in August of 2024. We're from the same country, so we started talking and became friends instantly. He's conventionally attractive, and honestly, I was into him the moment I saw him. But at the time, I was in a relationship, so I never acted on it. I eventually broke up with my boyfriend around the end of this year because long distance just wasn't working anymore. Matt has been single since we met, and he is attracted to women, just to clear that up, smiley face. Anyway, we're part of a small friend group, 3 guys including him, 1 other girl, and me. We used to hang out almost every weekend, cook dinner, drink, and chill. So it's pretty normal for me or Matt to go to each other's places. One night, this happened around March of 2025, everyone left early and it was just Matt and me. We kept drinking and talking until like 3 a.m. And since it was too late for him to go home, he crashed at my place. My apartment is super small with basically just a bed, a tiny couch, a closet, and a desk. So we ended up sharing the bed. It was super awkward, but nothing happened. He left in the morning and we never talked about it. I was a bit confused because he didn't even try anything, but at the same time, I felt really safe and respected. What I didn't expect was that it wouldn't be the last time. We've had multiple sleepovers since then. either at my place or his, and still nothing happens. Like, literally nothing. We just talk, drink, play card games, and sleep. After a few nights like that, I asked if he's ever done this kind of thing with another girl, and he said no, which made it even weirder. Of course, I haven't had these kind of sleepovers with my male friends either, but as I mentioned in the beginning, I am attracted to Matt, and I wouldn't mind if something did happen with him. However, I'm really shy and never made the first move. At this point, I feel like we've slipped into the weird brother sister dynamic. He doesn't even step out when I change my clothes or shower, like it's the most normal thing. So, what's going on here? Are we just really close friends? Is he not attracted to me? Or is he just being respectful and waiting for me to do something? For context, I'd say I have a cute face and an average body. He's definitely more attractive than me, but I don't think I'm unattractive either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with he's just being respectful. You guys started off as friends. It was a drunk night where he slept over, and if I was in that position, I wouldn't want to make you feel uncomfortable either, and I would probably like try to roll over my side of the bed and just sleep and be respectful. And I think the ball is in your court. If you want something to happen, I think you need to initiate
I do think so
something.
too. I agree.
I think he's in this weird zone where he doesn't want to cross that
Yeah,
boundary.
he doesn't want to be a typical guy.
He doesn't want to be a typical douchebag.
Yeah.
So he's being very respectful. He's probably interested
Yeah.
or down.
I mean, we can't really say. We have no insight into your relationship.
Yeah. Have you tried the butt pushing? You know, they're laying in the same bed. You roll over and you kind of just push your butt backwards towards his butt. Just
Yep.
into him.
Yeah, we know.
Middle of the night, you're kind of like, you kind of woke up and he had rolled over. You pushing
Yeah,
harder.
we got it.
Yeah, it's the butt push. The butt push. Have you tried the butt push? But you know what I don't get? What's with a lot of people on Reddit? They say he's conventionally attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Why do people say that? Why can't they just say he's attractive? Like, in my opinion, I'm attracted to him. He's attractive. Why do people, like, we had a couple stories ago where she's like the girl was conventionally attractive. Why do they say, what the hell is conventionally attractive? Just either you find someone attractive or you don't, you know?
I think it would be weird to say he's attractive because yeah, that's subjective. But if you say he's conventionally attractive, I feel like that's like
What, he's supposed to look like Ken?
blanket statement that like most people would find him attractive. Not like I find him attractive. I don't know. I think there's a difference. I kind of like that.
It's odd to me. I found it odd for a while. I just thought I'd
Interesting.
point that out. Yeah. No, yeah. So I'm gonna go with he's respecting boundaries.
Yeah. Top comment says, expecting a post from him tomorrow. Quote, I keep inviting this girl for sleepovers, but we still haven't done anything. I'm confused.
Okay, actually, yeah, no, I think because if you're inviting the girl over for sleepover, it's kind of in your court to kind of try and make that move. You invited her to your place. You're trying to like initiate things, but I think he's stuck in this weird zone because when it first happened, it was at her place. You didn't plan. Everybody else left early. You're the last one at her place. You got too shit faced. You can't get home. It's easier to sleep there. You're trying to be respectful. You're hugging the wall, whatever it is, and now you're in a weird zone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's an update that comes one day later. Hey everyone, this was my first ever Reddit post and my first time doing an update too. So sorry if I mess this up. I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who commented and took the time to give me advice. I honestly didn't expect so many thoughtful responses. They really helped me see things more clearly. The general consensus seems to be that I need to stop overthinking and actually talk to him. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm planning to invite him over for dinner at my place later this week, and I'll try to be honest about how I feel and see where it goes from there. I'll update again once that happens.
All right, let's go.
Update 1 week later. Hi, everyone. I wanted to give an update because your advice honestly pushed me to do something I would have kept avoiding. On Saturday evening, I texted Matt saying I needed to talk about something. Originally, I wanted to do it in person, but I chickened out. So I just went for it and asked how he felt when we slept together. He was confused at first, understandably, lol. So I clarified and told him I enjoyed those moments because I'm actually attracted to him. Then I asked again how he felt.
Oh, did she do this over the phone
text?
or text? Oh, no.
Yeah. He told me that the first time we slept together, I had recently broken up with my ex and he didn't want to take advantage of that moment. And the other times, he was just trying to be respectful. He literally said, I am loyal to you always. Aw. After that, we decided to talk properly in person the next day. We already had plans to go to a friend's place on Sunday, so we met there. It was super awkward for me to see him after confessing my feelings, but he was completely normal. After the hangout, he drove me home, and that's when the real conversation happened. I told him that I was into him from the moment I saw him and that my feelings grew stronger as we grew closer. He said he likes me too. He admitted there was always tension between us, even when we hang out with the group. He explained that he never asked me out because of my ex at first, and later because he thought I had something going on with other guys. Anyway, we agreed the past is the past. I asked how he wants to move forward and if he's ready for something more. He said yes, and that he wants to get to know me in a different way. So I kissed him, finally, and the rest is history. Thank you to everyone who encouraged me to communicate. I would have stayed stuck in a confusion without your advice. Y'all gave me the push I needed.
That's nice. That's nice. Heartwarming.
Love
So heartwarming. See, just a nice, respectful dude. He's like, you just broke up with your ex. I'm not trying to slide in there. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I got too drunk. I'm just trying to sleep.
What a nice man.
What a nice boy.
All right. Back to you.
All right, this is going to be the last one for today's episode. This one's coming from r/petty revenge, posted 2 days ago with 5.9 thousand upvotes. Title is, Nephew got a pretty awesome setup because of his mom's boyfriend. I posted this in Pro Revenge community, but was told it belonged here instead. I'm only active in like 2 communities, so knowing what falls where confuses me sometimes, haha. This happened a week ago, but my nephew is still losing his mind over it and told me I should post it here for everyone to enjoy as well. So here we go. I should preface by saying I only see my nephew every couple of months due to him being at his dad's or me not being able to come up when she has him. I, 33 male, went to visit my sister, 38 female, and my nephew, 13 male, for 2 weeks. My nephew and I are really big gamers, though we are into different games. He loves playing Fortnite with me, while I enjoy things like OW2, Warframe, etc. We were playing Fortnite and he was laughing hysterically because I can't build quickly at all. Just can't do it no matter how much time he tries to teach me and help me. Uncle, hit the bottom, then that over and over to build a ramp. My sister's boyfriend, 39 male, been together for like 1 year, comes in and not yells but raises his voice about my nephew using his controller. Mind you, it's normally okay, but randomly it's not today. Snatches the controller from him and the game pretty much ends because we can't play together. Here's the thing about me. I'm not a petty person, but the look in my nephew's eyes hit me hard. I'm not a physical altercation person, but one that will use my resources to get even. I tell my sister I'm taking my nephew for an hour to go out. We go to GameStop, I buy 2 controllers, then head back. We start playing and the boyfriend throws another fit. I just show him the receipt and tells him they are my controllers, not his. The man-child boyfriend then says, well, it's his PlayStation 4. We leave again to head to GameStop. We buy him a new PlayStation 4 and head back. Set it up and start playing. Man-child once again has a fit. Receipts shown and he says, well, it's his TV and games. I'm annoyed beyond disbelief at this point because it's not that serious. I don't want to spend this kind of money, but this is my only nephew and this man is being childish over this.
Oh my god.
I pull my sister inside and tell her my nephew and I will be gone early tomorrow for half the day. She says it's fine, as I knew she would. Next morning, we go to GameStop. I get him a ton of games. I say a ton, but it was like 10 games. 2 extra controllers, a VR thing for it, and then I got him a 42-inch TV from Walmart and a TV stand. Get it all back to my sister's house and set it up in the den. The boyfriend arrives later in the day and tries to start shit, but my lovely sister points out I bought it all and that she pays the internet so he can't say anything about it anymore. Y'all, this man spent 4 hours sitting in the corner of the living room fuming, like full on scowl for 4 hours.
Ew.
I was loving it since I could see him from where I was sitting. Nephew was oblivious. Sister had been hiding her smirk. He was mad as hell that his girlfriend's brother spent all that money just to be able to game with his nephew. My sister just saw it as he was being childish, and I was making sure my nephew and I could enjoy something we liked together. We spent all day playing Fortnite and having an awesome time. I had never felt so petty, but fuck's sake, it felt so good. No, I still can't build to save my life. Yes, my sister can build better than I can. And also, yes, she did game with us while he fumed. She told me if I ever have kids that she will buy mine the latest and greatest game system when it's time. We also try to play together every night now since my nephew now has no one to tell him he can't use his PlayStation or his controllers.
Period. That's on period. Let's freaking go.
I am confused since this says that it was posted 2 days ago and they're talking about buying PlayStation 4s.
Like, why isn't he getting a PlayStation 5?
Yeah, PlayStation 5 are the newest PlayStations right now. Okay, wait. So there is questions that was asked in other communities. My sister normally has a boyfriend like this for 1 or 2 years, then finds another one. It's complicated. It's one of those I can fix him / lost puppy syndrome things. I didn't plan to go as far as I did with what I bought, so that's why I didn't get a PlayStation 5 in the beginning, and everything was pre-owned from GameStop, and the TV was TCL, so it was only $160. A lot of the accessories are me feeding off my nephew's excitement at the store.
Fair enough.
No, dude, there's no excuse. It's 2025. Why would you buy a PlayStation 4, not a PlayStation 5? I can't get behind that.
Come on. He's doing a nice thing.
I know, but the PlayStation 4
The
is...
kid probably doesn't know the difference.
I guess. I noticed such a big gaming experience on my PlayStation 4 to my PlayStation 5, so I guess, yeah. Okay, there's an edit
You
update.
have the PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, when did you get that?
I got that a while ago
Oh.
when we were in the condo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tried streaming for
Maybe
a
it
bit.
was a Christmas
Did I get it before the podcast?
potential.
I think I might have got it right after the podcast. I think I got it after I got fired.
Okay.
I think I was going to try streaming, and that turned out to be way too hard.
That was your excuse.
Yeah. Okay, there's an edit update. I linked this post to her because a few of you said to show her what was being said. She was pissed I would put her business out like that, but I told her no one knows who she is unless she comments or tells people she's anonymous. So she's anonymous. She did call me earlier this morning, breaking down crying, saying y'all were assholes for the words you say, but in a good way. She's realizing the men she chooses are nothing but abusive tools.
Mm-hmm.
Therapy starts in 3 weeks and her boyfriend is being broken up with today. She apologized to me, but I told her to apologize to her son and she will be fine. And she will be. I know Reddit is known for being troll and fuckery centered, but y'all did it. You got her to understand that she is causing her own problems and is going to work on being better. Thank you. From a little brother who loves his big sister and has tried for years to get her to understand, thank you. From an uncle who wants the best for his nephew, thank you. Also, my nephew's dad is going to help her find a good man who will love and care for them both when the time comes.
Yeah, biggest takeaway here was that guy is an ass. Why is she still dating him? But I'm glad the comments.
Yeah, I guess top
Got to
comment, I
her.
skipped it, but top comment said, if someone treated my child like that, I wouldn't be dating him, period.
Exactly.
An OP says to that person, says, I've tried so hard to get her to understand that someone who doesn't respect your child isn't worth it, but it's always, I can fix him. He will be amazing when I'm done, kind of thing. She doesn't understand that things like that don't change with people. Small things can, but doing that to a kid never changes. You either are able to talk to and treat kids the right way or you can't. I've told her that he wants her, not both of them. She is a package deal. No if and or buts, and she needs to pick someone who is kid ready at the start and not to have to be taught. Yeah. 100%.
Exactly.
I agree with that. Hundy.
Well, I'm glad she didn't get defensive and was like, well, like, you know, take all the comments to heart and like, double down and be like, well, no, he's the love of my life.
Right? He's sitting in the corner for 4 hours fuming and she's just smirking, like joking it off.
They don't even, like, she doesn't even like him.
Be pissed. I'd be like, why are you telling my son he can't play with your controller? Why you're in my house. You brought your PlayStation into my house?
Yeah, my house. Did you forget that?
Yeah.
My house.
My internet, bitch.
Yeah.
My internet, bitch.
Well, that was a fun episode.
That was a fun episode. We had good stories this week. I'm loving it. I'm loving these best of the week episodes.
I know. Maybe we should just scrap the
themes.
The themes.
I don't even need the themes. We'll scrap the Tuesday episode. We're just gonna do a Friday episode every week. No, we wouldn't do that to you guys. We'll still keep it going. So if you guys are new, we have themed episodes every Tuesday. The best of the week's on Friday. So please help us out. Best way to support us, just smashing the like button on YouTube, subscribing on YouTube. We're trying to get to 20,000 on YouTube. We're almost there. So please come on over and hit that subscribe button. If you're on Spotify, just drop a comment down below. Helps us out with the algorithm. Anything.
And a rating.
What?
And a rating.
And a rating. Yeah, it helps us out with the algorithm. You can just say how much you love Teresa in the comments. Just I love Teresa. Just I love Teresa. Everybody say
Stop
go to the comments
that.
and say I love Teresa. Helps us out with all of the analytics. We appreciate that. And if you guys been around for a little while and you want more stories, more Thread Talk stories, more Denver and Teresa, you want some nitty gritty life updates about like why we didn't build a house and we bought an RV. You want all of those updates, Patreon. So we appreciate everybody who comes over to Patreon. Appreciate all of that support. Thank you guys so much for coming along for this journey. We appreciate it. It's almost Christmas time.
Much.
Hope you guys are excited.
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Hit it.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Merry Christmas. I don't know how it goes. Anyways,
and if
have
you're
a great.
if you're American, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, this is coming out on
No idea.
Black Friday, I think.
If your Thanksgiving just happened or if it's coming up, not sure exactly the dates for everything. So happy Thanksgiving.
I don't know actually. Okay.
Bye.
Have fun. Bye. Lenny. Hey. Stop eating the tree.